Hello and welcome back to Seconds Out. My name is Eamon Khan here with Camden Made Ray Savage Ford and the new WBA Featherweight champion Ray Ford. Ray, how's life?
Life is, it's good. What can I say? I'm a world champion now.
What can you say? Indeed, take me to the moments after the fight. What were the celebrations like?
Uh, I didn't really celebrate too much. I went straight home right after I fought, and then I went to North Carolina, and then went back home, and then I had a fight. I did have a fight celebration like the next week. But other than that, I really ain't been doing much. But right now, I'm getting ready to go celebrate my birthday now. So I'm about to go to Miami Saturday.
Is your birthday today?
Nah, my birthday is on Saturday.
Well, happy birthday for that, Ray.
Thanks.
The landmarks just keep coming and coming for you, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, Ray, me and you spoke beforehand in the lead up to the fight, and I was saying to you off camera, favoring you for the fight, but a lot of people kind of were looking at the fight with real intrigue, but maybe doubting you on your side because of what they were saying about Kholmatov. Did you get that sense that people were recognizing your talents, but maybe not seeing you for what you were heading into the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and then it's a lot of people who kind of like looked at my performances that was kind of like low, and they pretty much judged me off of that. And then Otabek Kholmatov, he never showed any weaknesses up until the point where me and him fought. Like he been dominating everybody, been knocking everybody out. But I look at those people like they just casual fans because they're not really doing any homework. They just being hype off the record and the hype that everybody else is talking about, but they're not really looking at who he's fighting, and they're not really paying attention to what's really going on.
Well, I had a charity bet with my friend. I'm very glad to say that you pulled through and I was able to give that charity a little bit of money off your victory. In you
Yeah.
being in that fight, when you were in those moments, how did you get a sense of how close maybe you felt the fight was going into that final round? What was that like?
Yeah, I knew the fight was close. It was a lot of close rounds. Nobody like really like established like taking over in the fight. So I knew the fight was close. I didn't know if I was down or up, but I just knew I had to finish strong, and that's what I did.
How much of a problem was your eye after it started swelling?
It wasn't really like the swelling. It wasn't really like the swelling part of it. It was like when I got cut. When I got cut, like that first, I want to say 30 seconds where he was, throwing a lot of shots. It was kind of like it was on my mind a little bit. It was kind of like affecting me, but then it was like I gotta, forget the cut. Like I gotta, finish strong. So after, he shot his load and he was, throwing a lot of shots and stuff like that, I went back to, fighting and getting back in that mode.
Sometimes in those moments where you have moments like what you had in that fight, you get like that bit of corner advice that stays in your mind that gets replayed and such and really kind of gives that motivation. What was the advice you were getting in between rounds from your corner?
They pretty much was just saying like I gotta pick it up and uh step to him more, but like throw punches while I'm stepping to him. But my corner, like they was kind of in panic mode because of the circumstances that we was under. Being on a different platform, fighting a guy under their promotion and things like that, coming in as the B side. So I get where they was coming from. They wanted me to do more, but I knew like I'm the one in there fighting, so like I know what was really going on in there, and I'm an experienced fighter. Like I understand what I gotta do, and I was doing it, and it eventually paid off at the end.
When you're saying that your corner was in panic mode, where are you? Because you're very laid back when I've spoken to you beforehand, but does that like put you in a state?
Nah, I was chilling like uh when they was talking to me in the corner and stuff like I was listening to him, but in my head, like I still was. I understood what I was doing. Like
Mm.
they probably didn't understand it, but I knew I was going to end up getting to him eventually. I didn't expect for it to be as late as it was in the final 7 seconds. I thought I was going to end up stopping him around like 9, 10, 11, one of those rounds. I didn't expect to like stop him at the very last moment of the fight. So, but yeah, like I wasn't in panic mode at all. I stood patient. I still stayed calm, and yeah, at the end it just paid off.
What were you seeing throughout the fight to set up that amazing finish?
I was going down to his body like mid rounds, like round 4, 5, 6, 7, like mid rounds around those rounds. I was touching his body. It was one time I hit him with a body shot and he made a noise, and like I laughed at him. Like a lot of times I like to play like mind games with fighters. So like a lot of times like when he'll throw shots and stuff, I'm telling him he's not doing anything. He's not hurting me, and I'm laughing at him. One point in time in the fight, I'm like, where his power at? Like, where your power go? I'm basically like just getting in his head. I'm smiling at him, and like I could see it's getting to him. He not used to that. I'm walking him down. I'm pushing him back, and I'm catching him with sharp counters and things like that. He not used to it. So I knew eventually I was gonna get to him. I just had to stay patient, and the right time came.
The right time came indeed with 7 seconds to go. Like I mentioned before, you're very laid back. Anyone who speaks to you would say that about you. But it was great to see that emotion come out of you when you finally achieved what you wanted to. Can you talk me through what you were feeling when the referee came in and stopped the fight?
I was just I was so happy um because I worked so hard to get to this point, and I didn't take no shortcuts. I didn't take no easy route. The fight was tough. My previous fights before I had tough fights. I've been fighting top notch competition to get here. I really didn't take no easy road. So for me to go through what I went through in boxing and in life in general, it just was like a sigh of relief.
Did you always want a moment like that? Because very few fighters in boxing get something that's so replayable, so good to watch like that. I mean, title wins are great in their history, but having a moment that's so replayable and being on the right side of it is another thing, especially in this social media age. So, was that something you always kind of wanted?
Nah, I wanted a dominating performance. I wanted to make it as easy as possible. I don't like getting hit. I don't want to mark my face up, get stitches and things like that. That was never a part of the plan. So I wasn't like pleased with my performance. I really wanted to go in there and dominate, and I want to do that every fight. I don't never want to go in there and it be a back and forth fight because I'm not like really. I don't want to sound like I'm not appreciative for the fans, but like I'm not really fighting for the fans because I understand like the fans they come and go. One minute they love you, next minute they hate you, then they love you again. So I don't really do it for my fans. Like I got a 3-year-old daughter who she was scared to even come up to me and let me hold her because I had a big cut on my eye. So that's things that I gotta think about when I'm fighting and stuff like that. So yeah, it wasn't like I wasn't like happy about the fight itself. I was happy about the accomplishment.
What's the future for you? Are you looking to stay at the weight? You said to think in the lead up, like, I might have one more if it's a quick turnaround, but you said, you're looking elsewhere. But what's the future for you in your own words?
Yeah, I'll have one more fight at 126 if it's a quick turnaround. Um, but if not, we go up to 130. So right now we're just waiting to see. We only fought about 2 weeks ago, so yeah, right now we're just waiting. Um, yeah, that's all I can really say about that.
A lot of people were matchmaking you for the winner of Nick Ball versus Ray Vargas. There was no winner in that fight, but are you still interested in one of those two?
Yeah, I'm still interested in Nick Ball. It just got to make sense. Nothing is it ain't no contract or anything written up right now, so we just gotta wait and see what goes on, what happens.
And Leigh Wood as well.
Nah, I don't care to fight Lee, but I don't think Lee would want to fight me neither. I think Lee would. I seen an interview about him. He's saying like this might be his last year fighting, so I don't. It wouldn't make sense for Lee Wood to be fighting a young, hungry lion like me on his way out.
Ray, just get your thoughts on one final thing before I close up. Did you watch any of the Saudi action last weekend, AJ versus Ngannou? What did you think of it?
Nah, I ain't watched AJ. I only tuned in for the Nick Ball fight,
Hmm.
just to see what's going on, and then plus Matchroom, they wanted me to watch it, and they wanted to like do something after the fight had he win, but it didn't play out that way. So yeah, I turned the fight off after the Nick Ball fight though.
Now, I'm not here to spend anyone else's money, but your Matchroom's first from start to champion as they started their venture over in the USA. And normally what Eddie Hearn does is he buys a gift. Sometimes it's a Rolex for his fighters. Have you spoke to Eddie Hearn? Have you got in his ear about what you're getting after that great victory?
Nah, I don't, I never had a conversation with. I didn't. To be honest, I didn't even know he gave out rollies for to any of his fighters. So, but I'm not like a. I don't know. I won't ask them for like a trophy or anything like that. I feel like I did something I was supposed to do. So yeah.
What was the mood like with Shakur in the celebrations? What did he say to you after the fight?
Wait, say it again. You was breaking up.
What was the mood like with Shakur and others around you? What did they say to you after you win?
Oh yeah, Shakur called me is like while I was in the ring before the announcement, before they announced me as the new champion. He called me. He was just saying the same thing. They proud of me, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Ray, I'll leave the final word with you. You've been crowned champion now. What's the next goal?
They get more belts. That's the next goal, man. That's what I want. Like now that I'm a champion and I know I can be a champion, I can compete at the world champion level. It's like it ain't no stopping me now. Like now I'm hungry for more. Like a lot of fighters, they probably get content when they get to this point, but me, it's different. Like now I'm just like more hungry. I want more belts. I want more big fights. I want more world champions to go up against. So that's what I'm chasing.
But you had that confidence in you beforehand, right?
If but now it's just on a different level now. Like now I was like, I'm here now. Like my foot is in the door. Is over with now. Now it's just like anybody who I get in there with, it's just gonna be bad for them.
Ray, congratulations on the victory. Congratulations on the moment. Thank you so much for speaking to me in Seconds Out. Looking forward to seeing whatever fight you're in next. It was a great fight to watch you, and well done on the victory and well done on your title win.
For tuning in. Thanks for having me.